This is my grandparents' table. It came here from their house when we moved because their house was to be sold soon. We didn't have a dining table of our own, and money being tight, it made sense for us to have this. It's a fine piece of furniture. The wood is a lovely colour, which we tried to match our chairs to. But most of all, it's been kept perfect. My grandparents always had a protector on it. Over the last 30 years, it never saw a scratch. We cannot say that we're looking after it quite so well. We like the table so much that we didn't want to cover it up with an ugly protector. We want it to be a feature in the room, a centrepiece to be complimented on. This probably means that within the last 5 months of its life, it has touched more keys, bottoms of plates and glassware than it has in the first 30 years. We don't think this is mistreatment. It's love. We love it. We don't want to cover it up. Unfortunately, our ownership of it is under threat. I have a complicated relationship with my sister at the best of times. We don't often see eye to eye on the big life stuff, and there have been times in the last 2 or 3 years where I have wanted to cut ties altogether with her. The reasons why are perhaps left for another day, but in the process of emptying my grandparents' house ready for the sale, she convinces my mother that she had been promised the table when she found herself a house, and that we were only ever supposed to be looking after it. I can say unequivocally that this agreement was never made. In fact, we never even had a conversation to discuss it. As I remember, we asked to take it because it was so nice and we were going to need a dining table. And I was excited about the idea of having the family over for Sunday dinners and special occasions, all seated round the table, eating good food myself and Joe had lovingly prepared, and the alcohol would be flowing and the conversation would be merry. We've already hosted occasions like these a couple of times now, and they have been magical. I'm not an overly sentimental person. I don't need to lay claim to the ornamental knickknacks and bric-a-bracs that filled my grandparents' house purely because they were theirs. But a table, this table, has a purpose. It is social and connecting, work and play, tactile, solid, welcoming, and most importantly, you eat at it, and I love my food. It is roast potatoes and profiteroles, salmon-dressed crab and chicken casserole, goose, sticky toffee pudding, sausages cooked in butter, and tea served in actual teapots. But it's also laziness of an evening when oven pizza and beans on toast is enough. It's cooking with my partner and talking shit over a glass of wine, convinced we can put the world to rights with our tipsy ramblings. This table is so much more than my grandparents' table, and it is staying here.